Hi Bibies and welcome to my channel. My name is CarmiMua, but you probably already know that because I am gonna film today a video that has been highly requested, and to be honest with you, I did kind of put it on the side, the idea of making this video, for quite some time, and I'm gonna be pretty honest with you. You guys know when we are sitting on my floor is where really is a heart-to-heart conversation. Every time we are here, I really feel like I'm expressing myself to the fullest, and I'm kind of giving you out more of me and like my concern, and as well like my imperfection. And today I want to talk about something that you guys have requested a lot. There is my weight loss journey, how have I been losing all this weight, what has been going on in my life, and it's gonna be not a tutorial. Like, this video is going to be a very heart-to-heart. I've been losing a lot of weight in about 2.5 months. I started my journey on the 1st of June, and now it is currently the 20th of August. I started, and I will of course leave pictures around, as well as like my scales pictures, some before after, so you can really get to see the transformation, if you want to call it that way. When I started, I was a little bit over 129 kilos. Now that has been the heaviest I've ever weighed. It was a very it was a tough time, let's just face it. It wasn't the best time ever, and I feel like eating was the kind of like the happy ending. I don't know, it sounds really weird, but I was like eating because I wasn't happy with myself. And I know that sounds like everybody else, and I don't want to have a pity party or anything, but as if you guys know me, I don't drink alcohol at all, and I used to be a smoker, so stopping and quitting smoking kind of like pushed me to eat even more. So yeah, has been it was a tough time, I'm not gonna lie. It was hard, but we came through. We ended up being on the brighter side, and I really decided to look after myself. Now, the main reason why I decided to go into this journey and lose all the weight that I've been losing is only for a health reason. Of course, it is making me look pleasing to some people, but the true people that they are in my life, and they love me as well as you, my BB. You loved me when I was a bit chubbier, you love me now that I'm a bit skinnier. It really doesn't matter. For me, it was really like an health condition, you know. It's like I want to make sure I was fine. I'm reaching at 30 years old soon, so it's time for like doing a good change, and I wanted to like be the best that I could. Now, quick side note before I get into like my tips and everything, my family does, especially from my father's side, we do suffer from diabetes, and that was one of the main things that I was worried about, because everyone from my dad's side have diabetes, and sounds like I could be prone to it. And one of the things I used to eat a lot was chocolate and cake, and I've been completely cutting out sugar. I did have, of course, the week on holiday in Croatia where I was a little bit naughty, but I've been completely taking out anything that is too sweet. I've been kind of like replacing my normal sugar for my coffee with sweetener and everything. But that is completely like a long story. I don't want to bore you or anything. I wanted you to talk and about like how I've been losing all this weight. Now, I will say one more time, so please, if you are a very young audience, listen to me carefully. This is not a tutorial. I'm not teaching you how to lose weight. You do not have to pick exactly to the T what I've done. I'm just here, and hopefully I can inspire you to get you motivated and started. I've written down 5 bullet points that hopefully can get you started. But again, this was my personal journey. I want you to go on your journey, and before you start something like this, like a special big change, especially if you want to lose that much weight, make sure you go and check out with your doctor. If you're underage, talk to your parents. Just say, Mom, Dad, carer, whoever you live with, I want to do this, I need your help. Let me tell you, the first thing you need is support. And once you have that, you can do anything you want in life. So let's just start, and the first tip that I have is the most important. There is, do not starve, but start. And the thing is, dieting doesn't mean necessarily starving. It actually does not mean starving whatsoever. You do not want to stop eating. Is what you eat and timing. Now, let me tell you what I mean with that. I still eat 3 times a day, and that is breakfast, lunch, and dinner. From the beginning, I did not skip any meals. Skipping meals is bad for you. It gets you drained, it gets you tired, it gets you demotivated, to the point there is like you could end up going back on the first meal and eat like a little piglet because you are so hungry. What you want to do is really proportion your meals. Now, timing, and when I talk about timing, that is something that has been working for me. Now, as you guys know, I work from home. I'm pretty flexible with what I do, and do changes like this are a little bit easier than somebody that works in an office job or in retail, or you have a specific hours where you do work. I tend to have my breakfast early in the morning around 9:30. I know for some people that is late, but for me that is early. I have my lunch around 1 to 2 o'clock, and I have my dinner not later than 6:30. Now, I know that sounds a huge time from 6:30 then in the evening to the next morning, and yes it is. At the beginning it's not going to be easy, but if you are going to bed like me kind of early-ish, like 11 o'clock, I'm not really like an owl at night, like I like to go bed very quickly. You do want to make sure you do not have just food in your belly. Like, you want your body to start to digest it and get to the process of digesting before you go to bed. You don't want to have a small meal or a heavy meal and then go straight to bed. That just gets stuck to your stomach, and it's gonna take longer to kind of like process and everything. So that is my first tip, that of course eat and eat on the right time, and try to kind of get a pattern. Like, the fact that I always eat at the same time, it is a specific pattern for me that has been working and really has been giving me like the strength to kind of like carry on. My second tip is baby step and look at the nutritional value. Now, when I mean baby step, is pretty much kind of referring again to the previous one. If you have been somebody that has been eating a lot of food through the day, and you've been eating like 7 times a day, cutting down to 3 is gonna be hard. So just gradually start to diminish your portion, or start to have a 1 to 3 meals a day. Now, I have to say, for me it was a little bit harder this step, because I used to snack a lot during the day. As you know, I work from home, so every time it was time to change the battery on the camera, every time it was the time to make sure everything was doomed, I used to go to the kitchen and grab a pack of crisps, maybe have a spoon full of like chocolate or anything. I used to eat constantly, and that is very naughty, because you just don't let your body eat and then process the food. You just skip incrementing food in your belly, and that kind of like, it gets stuck. Literally just gets stuck into you. So make sure you are very calculating, and you kind of getting used to it. Like, don't go too crazy, just take step by step. At the end of the day, this is your journey. This is not anybody else's journey. You know your body, you know what you can do. If you ever feel sick, if you ever feel like losing all this weight, or the way you're doing it, it makes you ill and you don't have the strength to get up or anything, eat something. Please guys, like seriously, like this is very important. It's very important. And the other one is the nutritional table. Now, I have a few examples of things that I've been eating. Now, this one are some of my kind of like food. What I mean with a nutritional table is this one over here. Now, there is this little majingi over here that tells you like the energy with the calories. It tells you the fat percentage, saturated, sugars, and salt. Now, I don't really care much about the calorie because I do burn calories. We do burn calories every second. So that's not the main thing. Of course, if you have like 3,000 calories a day, that is a lot, but of course, you kind of learn how to do this. But the one that I always commend you guys to look at the beginning is the fat one and the sugar. Fat and sugar are the hardest thing to kind of burn. Proteins is what you need. You need high proteins meal. You need something that kind of still gives you a lot of energy. Fat is something that gets really stored into your body and really takes long to just burn out. Like I was reading that if you have a steak, to actually fully burn the steak in your body, it takes about 4 to 5 days, like almost a week to burn a steak, and you just feel like, whoa, that's incredible. And for me, I've been careful with sugar because, as a guys, I've told you, I want to be careful with diabetes and everything. So also one thing that is very, very tricky, and I make sure you are checking, is what it says on top here. Now this one says each rye cake contains. Now, so this diagram here is for cake, for every single one of them, because when we are moving to this one over here, now this one is Uncle Ben special flavored chicken, so delicious. You just put in the microwave, hashtag nothing is sponsor. This one over here is 250 grams, so this pack is 250, but the portion that they recommend is 125. So the way this diagram works, it works on 125 grams. This is 250. So if you have all this, you have to calculate as double. So make always sure you are checking the percentage as well as how like the percentage of what, you know. So for example, this one over here is 2.9 grams of fat. That is still very, very good for if this is going to be like your lunch. This is a good meal. But this is 125 grams, so this is 250. Double it for 2, so that almost 6 grams of fat is still good. It's not bad, but just make sure you are checking like the percentage, as well as you just kind of like giving yourself a calculation, like be a matician like me. So next step, I call it 20, 30, 40. Now I know that sounds like a measurement, but they are not. It is exercising. Now the key to really lose weight healthily and making sure you are burning the right amount of like fat and you keeping like the proteins working and everything, it is true exercise. I personally started hardcore at the beginning and I exercises twice a day. Now that is absolutely a lot. That is a lot to exercise, but as you guys know, and I'm gonna say one more time, please don't hate me, I work from home. I have the luxury, I'm so lucky because of you guys, that I can really change my habits very, very quickly. When I mean exercise twice a day, that doesn't mean that I've been going to the gym or that I've been doing crazy things or I have weights and everything. All you need is a floor and some specific exercise that they work on your body. Now, I really cared about my squat because I really wanted to keep my booty as well as my tummy. That is where my biggest belly storage, like where's my chubby fat storage, is on my tummy. Now, it's been 2.5 months. I did cheat a few times where I did not exercise for like a week because I've been on holiday. But I do want to say very quickly that you do need to keep on going. Like 20 minutes, that is your first 2 weeks. So exercise every single day, Monday to Friday, so 5 days in a week, 20 minutes a day. I know it sounds a lot, but let me tell you, it goes very fast. If you keep your like idea on what exercise you're gonna do, for 20 minutes a day is gonna go so fast. Now, when I said that I do twice a day, like there are like exercise twice a day, I mean one time is my exercise when I do like my push-up, my press-up, my crunches and everything. The other exercise that I do is I walk at nighttime. So after then comes home in the evening, we go out for our walk. Now we used to do 3K walk, now we are up to almost 10K walk every single night. Now let me tell you, you are recommended normally to do at least like a 20 minutes walk, a 30 minutes walk. More you can walk, better it is. Now again, you don't want to start with a 10K walk in one day, you want to gradually get it up. So we started from like 2.5 walks to 4 to 5, and now as I said, we are just walking a lot more, and you kind of walk around the house, like well, not around the house, around the outside the house, like around the block. Like, we're not really at a specific place that we go all the time, as in like we don't have to say like let's go to Tesco, we walk there and we walk back. We have our area that we like, so it's our time as well to just chat and everything, and we really enjoy it. Like, we love walking out at night. It gets very, very quiet. Make sure that if you do that, you are always with somebody. You do not want to put yourself in danger or anything, and you always go to like streets that is very well lit up. Do not go in the forest. Don't go in the dark. Just to kind of point it out there, okay? The next thing you want to do is something that might sound vain, but you will thank me for it, and is take pictures. Take pictures of your weight and start from the first day ever, and maybe trying to take a picture once a week. The way I used to do it is I started on every Saturday, and every Saturday I used to go and get weighed, and as soon as I got weighed, I took a picture so that I could know how well I was doing, how my process was going, because sometimes, and let me tell you, it does happen, you feel a little bit discouraged and you just feel like, oh my god, I really want that panini, or I really want that croissant, and I really want the ice cream. But then you are checking through your phone the huge progress that you are making, and let me tell you, if it's this much, or this much, you are still working towards something. And see it, especially when you start, really kind of makes everything in perspective, and you just feel like so good. So that is probably like one of the quickest tips, but take pictures. Try the way I do it, I try to always wear the same underwear, because I could really tell, like, as I was doing and everything, if you wear clothes and everything, it's a bit harder. So just take a selfie of you on like a big mirror with your underwear on, and see how you are like changing, and how your body muscle is like evolving, and how your belly is getting skinnier. So that is the most, like, that is super motivational for yourself, you know. It's like every time you see it, you just feel like yes, we're doing right. The next and the last tip is probably the most important, that I should have put at the beginning, but I don't know why I decided to put it last. There is, do it for yourself. Now, this sounds so stupid and so patronizing maybe, but when you are trying to do a journey, and that could be weight loss, new job, studying, anything that is a journey for yourself, make sure you're doing it for the right reason. The reason why I decided to lose weight was just for me. It wasn't because my boyfriend told me that I was getting chubbier. It wasn't because my family told me I was getting fat. It wasn't because on the internet people were trolling me. I just look at myself and I was just like, Carmi, we need to do something about it. You know, it's like, I used to be a professional dancer. I used to be a lot thinner than I'm even now. So I know my body. And I was like, I'm slipping away and I don't like that. And I want to change for myself. I want to be able to go back on my size 12 to 14 trousers and just look good and just feel good. And I want to do this for myself. Now, of course, I post picture of my body, and I post picture of selfies with my full body this time, and I love every time you guys are like coming for me and just say how amazing I look and everything. That makes me happy. Of course, that will make you happy, but I'm not doing it for the attention. I'm not doing it because I wanted people to say, well done, Carmi. I wanted to do it for me, and I wanted to feel better about myself, as well as every health concern that I might get in my future through my family. Thanks a lot. But that's the thing, is like, make sure you're doing it for the right reason. If you're doing a change like this for somebody else, you're not gonna stick around. You're not gonna carry on. If you're doing it for your boyfriend and you feel like your boyfriend is like skinny girls, or your boyfriend likes skinny boys, it's just gonna be so hard, you know. It's just gonna be hard to getting yourself there, because the minute you guys are probably gonna have a fight, or the minute you guys are gonna slip around or maybe have an argument and everything, you're just gonna go back and be like, look, I've done all this for you and nothing is worth it. You doing everything for yourself. Your body is your temple. You look after your temple the way you want it. If you like to be a bit rounded, if you like to go and eat as much as you want, and that's healthy for you, you do you, honey. You don't have to look at people and let people judge you in any way, if it's positive or negative. And that is something that I'm going to open and close very, very quickly by saying thank you for being here, and thank you for like pushing me through, because it has helped, because it makes me feel good. Now, I do have a few ideas if you want me to carry on talking about like helping you and pushing you. I want to be there for you. So if you want me to do more videos about losing weight, maybe like showing you like my exercise routine, show you what I eat in a week, or maybe test different things. I was thinking to even do like a week only eating vegan food, so that if you guys don't eat meat and everything, I can help you to maybe find some solution, and also try myself. You know, I used to be vegetarian for a year and a bit, a long time ago. I know I'm naughty. I'm sorry, that is very naughty. But I want to say that I want to be here for you the way you have been there for me and pushing me through. I want to be here and help you through. So if you guys want me to test something or try something, or maybe explain to you something more in depth, that could be anything, please let me know. Sign off down below. Of course, one more time, and I know I've been so annoying, but for me it's so important. If you want to start this, if you want to start your weight loss, make sure you are you know what you're doing, and don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to go to your doctor. Don't be afraid to ask your parents. Don't be afraid to ask your friends. Like, support is very important, and doing things at the right way, at the right pace, at the right time is really, really amazing. So I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I hope I did not bore you. I talked a lot. I know, that's me, Carmi. Hi, how are you? And thank you so much for watching, guys. Make sure to leave me down below your comment, your concern, anything you want, as well as a thumbs up, or maybe a subscription. If you want, share this video. If you feel it's going to be motivational for some of your friends, some of the people that you love, please share it. Hi friends, how are you? And of course, always remember, like if you like, hate if you hate, and until next time, you're welcome.